What's cooking, adventurers? Today we're breaking down circuits, the quickest and cheapest ways to optimize them, plus the best stats to target. Ready? Let's dive in! First off, if you're new to the game, here's the basics. There are 4 circuit types, each locked to certain item slots. 2 of them always give as a main stat attack for the Radiant and base HP for the Netherlight, and the other 2 can roll a variety of stats based on RNG. For the epic time you can get critical damage, critical hit chance, cooldown reduction or attack speed, and for the epic stellar you can get skill damage, base damage or a specific element enhancement, pyro, cryo, umbro or electro. When it comes to main stats, choosing between critical chance or critical damage, for example, really depends on your class and your overall build. Sometimes raw damage is better, sometimes critical chance. It's all about synergy with your gear and your playstyle, so don't stress too much about main stats on those flexible circuits until you know your play direction. I would say that if you can reach around 70% critical chance, better go for critical damage as a main stat on the epic time circuit. This is more of a generic rule to action combat games anyway. Now about the attack speed and the cooldown reduction, I feel like 8% critical damage is too good to be ignored. Now for the stellar circuit, I want to spotlight elemental enhancement. As you move toward the endgame, elemental builds become the obvious meta. Before you roll that stat, you can use either of the others. Go either for skill damage or for basic attack damage. But as soon as you get your hands on an elemental setup, picking the main stat that increases your chosen element's damage outshines the rest. Alright, let's break down substats. Before we get fancy, here is a quick rundown so you actually understand how these numbers bite. Every 10 points of strength or intelligence gives you 1% more physical or magical attack. Every 10 points of elemental enhancement, let me find them, alright. Every 10 points of elemental enhancement grants 4.5, around 4.5 more elemental damage. Every 10 attack speed equals 1% faster attacks, and every 10 cooldown reduction gives about 1% shorter cooldowns. And critical damage, it just raises your critical damage, plain and simple. With that said, and the actual amount you're getting from those stats, cause maybe the stat is good by itself, but maybe the amount that you get it's not. So based on that, this is how I rank the substats on a tier list. Tier 1, best in slot, critical damage, strength and intelligence. Depends on your builds of course, these two give you the biggest jump in damage, simple. Tier 2, cooldown reduction, attack speed, physical or magical critical chance. Attack speed is a win for every class, whether you prioritize critical chance or cooldown reduction, will depend on your gear and build of course. For example, gunners and magicians generally have strong cooldown reduction from their gear and very long animations, so stacking even more feels kinda pointless. You'll always have skills to spam. On the other hand, berserkers really benefit from extra cooldown reduction, but already have plenty of critical built in. And lastly, as tier 3, all the elemental enhancements that you can get, and as well flat attack. These just don't keep up with top tiers. Case in point, having 3% attack speed beats plus 1% elemental damage any day, especially once you multiply it across 5 pieces of gear. That's a 15% attack speed boost versus only 5% more elemental damage. Your basic attacks in this game also hit like a truck, trust me. Alright, let's talk about optimizing your circuits without turning it into a wallet draining grind. First off, don't stress about farming, you'll get plenty of circuits just by playing daily, especially if you're running Purgatory with your main. No need for a grindathon, the game throws this at you like it's Halloween. As a new player, any gold circuit you pick up is a win, no matter the stat. Just boost everything to level 8 right away, and we need level 8 so we unlock all our substats, and even if the substats are trash, you will feel the power boost for early content at least. The real optimization starts when you are preparing to your first Hex Chest run, especially those 8-man elite raids, and here's how you play it. Number 1, you pick a circuit for each slot, and you upgrade it to level 2, no more. You see the first stat. If it's junk, toss it aside. If it's something juicy, critical damage, strength, intelligence, attack speed, cooldown reduction, critical chance, flat attack, or elemental enhancement. In our case, we keep it. Number 3, we upgrade it to level 4. If the second stat is also good, we upgrade it further. If not, like in our case we got HP, we stop and we don't waste any more gold. Number 4, recycle. We can repeat the same process to the next circuit, alright? And if we get a good stat, we didn't, we will repeat the process until we get something juicy. Level 2, alright, we got strength. Actually we got, I think, the highest roll, probably it's 10, I'm not 100% sure. In that case we will use recycle. We will use our other circuits with bad stats as fodder to upgrade the good ones. Feeding even an old +8 into your new level 2 circuit will shoot it right up in levels. No resources wasted, just gold. Number 5, we will repeat this process for all our circuits of course, and the dream is to end up with 4 good stats per piece. But if you have a solid piece with 1 or 2 great stats, we can boost it to level 20 for instant power. You can always improve it later. Now what I call experiment weekly, as you get more circuits, keep rolling and feeding the trash until you've got a set full of big stats, and every time you have a replacement you can just feed the previous level 20 you were wearing, and your new one will hit almost level 20, so technically you don't need even more materials. The bottom line is you don't max a piece to +8, hoping that all your stats will suddenly be perfect. You'll waste tons of golden materials, upgrade step by step, keep only the best rolls and recycle the rest, simple and efficient. Okay, let's drop an example. For instance, in this specific case I got asked first roll a great stat. It's not perfect, but it's a good one. Let's upgrade it to level 4, but not this way. Don't forget we will use a fodder, a level 2 one that we don't need as it has magic critical attack and we don't need magic critical attack. Okay, we got seed stat, intelligence. Let's assume that this stat was strength, for example, and those 2 stats were good. If I had a piece from the same circuit, for instance, this piece over here has 2 good stats, this piece over here has 1, 2, 3 good stats, this piece over here has 1, 2, 3 good stats, and my final radiant has 1, 2, 3 good stats. So assuming that this one was with 1 good stat and I just rolled 2 good stats, it doesn't really matter. I can just equip my level 4 new obtained circuit with the 2 good stats and level up with my previous level 20 that had 1 good stat. And this way you will save a lot of materials. You don't save your gold, but it is what it is. You can just redo that until all your 4 substats are decent at least for your class before you move on with min-maxing hardly, you know, because then you want to hit the rolls also for the substats. For those that don't know it, let me equip back my beautiful circuit and not destroy it. Alright, for those of you don't know it, if you level up a circuit, every time it levels up, every time you level up the circuit, every 2 levels unlock at level 4, 6 and 8, you unlock the initial substats, and after every 2 levels you have a chance, actually it's not a chance, it's guaranteed for one of those 4 substats to grow, but you don't know which stat will grow. So this is what min-maxing will be at the end game, but I don't feel after you get at least 4 substats it's so much important, as anyway the original power that you gain from those substats by themselves are not so huge. Meaning that, for instance, if you roll the perfect roll for strength or intelligence, which might be 10, might be 9, my highest roll so far it's 9, so assuming that you can reach 9 multiplied 6 more times, 6, 9, it's almost like 59, 60 strength, it's 6% increase on your physical damage, so it's like huge. It would make a difference if you do that on all your pieces, but it will take a while, you know, and you will have to spend a lot of gold on that. It is what it is. And that's a wrap for today. Drop a like to show me some love, and quick heads up, next Monday we're announcing a PvP tournament. If you've got the guts, keep an eye out, stay sharp, happy grinding on those impossible insignias, and until next time of course, see ya.